Yo, 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 what is up? My name is Petrowski, and welcome back to episode 2 of season 2 of Road to PokeMMO. I'm really excited for this episode, and I'm really happy to have you all joining me. Today, we should be taking over the Striation gym, I believe, and defeating him pretty easily, getting our first gym badge in the Unova region. And we actually also have some cool little winnings to collect on the GTL. The Lucario did sell for 125k, and that Patrat sold for around 6k, claiming 131k to our total cash stack. That's super, super nice. Now, I could also be going back over to Kanto and doing the gym run there every day, and then using that amulet coin to kind of progress into the storyline of Unova. But honestly, that's a lot of work that I don't really want to put in right now, but maybe once I reach the 4th gym badge, it'll become so much easier to progress or transfer through regions that it'll be worth it, and you might see that come into play on this account, which would be really, really interesting and very, very, very efficient. Alright, but first things first, I actually have to talk to Sharon here, and I believe defeat him to be able to unlock the Striation gym. Yeah, he's basically saying you want to test. So we're testing about a battle about how important items are, which little does he know, I fully understand how important items are. I talk about them in my storyline videos all the time, and my team is totally decked out in items that should be very helpful for this. So let's go ahead and see how this battle goes. This should be pretty easy. I might have to end up just bringing in Rhyhorn immediately, though. I don't know if I want to sacrifice switch into Rhyhorn. Let me actually just straight up switch into Meowth, throw up a fake out and a payday, and then let it sacrifice, let it die, and let Rhyhorn come in. It might not even die super easily. We'll see how it goes. So we'll fake out, get some free damage. He's gonna proc a berry. That fake out did way more damage than I expected. Guess I'm 30 attack IV plus Silk Star, but that was shocking. Payday. Maybe I just lead with Meowth. Maybe Meowth is the key to early game. I mean, it's slightly over leveled, but even then, I don't know. That was a lot of damage. Way more than I expected. Okay, Purloin comes in. Should be able to payday this thing. I wonder if payday will bring this thing up like 20%. Oh, it actually just won. Dude, what? Okay, this Meowth might be really good for that. I mean, it's very little extra Pokeyen. But let's actually see. It's probably like, what, like 100 extra Pokeyen? Does the payday? 760 from the battle, then 100 extra. Yeah, I mean, it's not much, but I don't know. That's very funny, very cool. We get 3 Oran Berries, very cool. Oran Berries are actually, like, surprisingly decent early game. Being able to get that, like, potion effect mid-battle for free on a consumable berry is, like, super solid. I know Oran Berries were actually, like, really decent or, like, notable in Lil Cup, which is really interesting. Actually, I don't want to heal yet. I don't want to waste time healing yet. I want to actually head over to the gym and start battling through the pre-gym leader trainers, and then I could heal after battling through some of them. So that'll just save some time. I'm definitely gonna have to heal anyway. He gives me a fresh water. What a nice guy. Go ahead and keep on. So here I have to do, you know, the super easy puzzles where it's like, oh, step on the move that's super effective against the move on the curtain. That's it. Can I dodge this dude? No, you have to battle each one of these. I don't think it's possible to dodge them, but that'd be very interesting. That'd be interesting, but I'm going to go ahead and battle through this dude really quick. Don't want you guys to sit through the entirety of this battle. It should be no problem, especially with the Pokemon that I have on my team coming over from Kanto region. Okay, that guy defeated, easy peasy. Gonna step on grass right here. I'm waiting for the time where I misstep and just click on the wrong thing and look like a silly goose right on cam. That'd be pretty unfortunate, but it'd be funny. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and battle this girl really quick. See you guys in a sec. Dude, I think I don't know, I'm really liking this series, and I hope you guys are liking it too. It's ending up being, like, not what I expected it to be. I wanted it, oh, my Snivy just got destroyed. That's hilarious. I actually wanted this series initially to be sort of a very original, you know, take on storyline, and a very interesting, like, challenge-based series, and it still definitely kind of is. I'm still putting up a challenge for each region, but the way it's evolved over time, it's really made me realize and really showed me, like, there's not many, like, quality playthroughs of all the regions, aside from, like, Best Friends channel, Roy Rogers News, but there's not many great, which you should go check him out, he's pretty cool. There's not many great playthroughs across YouTube or across content that you can, like, play alongside, you know, play together as you're watching the video, as you're playing the region, and also learn a lot and, like, take in information about the game kind of casually while you're casually playing through. I think that's really what this series is about, and what it represents is watching a sort of, you know, quote-unquote veteran. I don't like to use that term to be, like, belittling or, like, above or whatever, but I played this game for 9 years or so, so I do have a little bit of a veteran status, so I hope you can understand that. Not that I'm, you know, not that I'm the best PokeMMO player by any means. There's definitely a lot of people who could do this better. But so I'm gonna be against the fire dude. But I think I don't know. It's nice to have sort of that veteran's perspective going through all the storylines and hopefully helping some newer players. Because I always talk about this. PokeMMO gets so many new players every single day. Like, PokeMMO has no issue bringing in new players. It gets so many new players. The issue is that PokeMMO is often used as sort of a nostalgia tool for a lot of people, and people don't really stick around with the game super long term. They'll usually just like play the game, have their fun with some friends, get that nostalgia, and then sort of leave. And I think it's really sad because I think this game like has some really good like long-term potential, even especially with friend groups, man. If your friends will stick around, but I understand like a lot of times like you'll start a fun game with some friends, one of your friends will leave, then another will leave, and then you kind of all like leave the game. I understand how that goes. I get it. But I really think if people just stuck around and gave the game a chance, and I think that, you know, a huge part of my content, I've talked about this a lot, a huge part of my content is trying to transition newer players into veteran players because this game has such long-term potential. And there we go. There's our first gym badge. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I think this is really one of the only Pokemon MMOs, or maybe the only Pokemon MMOs that has that like true long-term potential. There are some other like cool Pokemon MMOs out there, but I really think Pokemon has been around the longest, and it's been successful the longest for a lot of reasons, right? There's good reason with that, with like the way they produce the game, the way they distribute the game, the way the game is made, and all the balancing decisions they make, and all of the events and how active they are with their community. I think PokeMMO just really has so much potential, and I want to see it. I want to see it capture that potential, and I want to see players see that potential in it. But end of that spiel. Thank you guys so much for listening to that. If you did, I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are enjoying your own playthrough. If you're playing, like, the idea of people playing their storyline alongside me makes me literally so happy. So this girl is going to talk to me. She's going to give me HM cut, and then I actually have to go over this like little Musharna patch that I always kind of forget. I always forget about this part in the storyline. But I have to go beat up some Team Plasma nerds. Go over to the Dream Yard, and I have to like protect a Musharna or a Muna, I believe. And then it'll give me some Dream Mist or leave me some Dream Mist behind. So let me make sure one of my Pokemon knows cut. I don't know if any of them know it yet. Teach a Meowth. That's totally perfect. It also knows Flash. I'll do, yeah, teach over Faint. So it can have 2 HMs and then a Fake Out Payday. That's super perfect. I don't even need to heal my Snivy. I don't know if this is a trainer or not. Okay, it is. Go ahead and level up my Rhyhorn a little. I really do want to see my Magikarp become a Gyarados. That's something I'm really looking forward to. I think that'll be... I haven't played a storyline through with Gyarados in like a really long time. I'm just super excited for that. I should be good to just... I don't know if I should smack... I'm going to Smackdown just in case. I am Choice Banned on this Rhyhorn, so whatever move I select, I won't be able to step away from. And I'm kind of... I'm waiting to see someone have like a Pidove or like an Unfezant. Not Unfezant, but the Tranquil, the middle one. If someone has a Pidove, if I click Bulldoze, I'll have to switch out, and I'll be in kind of a rough situation. So I think it's better to just click Smackdown there, because I'm always going to be able to one-shot the Purloins anyway. I might as well prep for what moves, or what Pokemon might come after the Purloins. So there we go. Both Purloins defeated, easy peasy. Having a lot of fun this playthrough. I've been putting off creating this next chapter or this next season of the series out of, you know, a lot of fear and a lot of anxiety around it, because I want to be able to perform, and I want to be able to present you guys with quality content. I want to be able to give you guys as much information and as much entertainment as I did in the first season, heading into the second season, and I really want to live up to that expectation, and I really want to do well. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and if you have any tips or feedback for me on how to improve this series, please let me know, and I'm very happy and open to hearing all of that. So we do have our first gym badge now, which I kind of glossed over. I'm doing a lot of talking. I just have a lot to say in these first couple episodes. I just have a lot to say. Here's the Muna. We're going to come and protect, because Team Plasma is going to pop out of nowhere. Watch them come out from over here. Yep, there we go. I actually remember this. Black and White is one of my favorite storylines. I haven't played it the most. I've played Fire Red, Leaf Green the most, but I probably played Black White the most post game, surprisingly. But I probably put the most hours into Fire Red, Leaf Greens. I used to reset my characters as a kid and just like run through them. run through the storylines over and over again. Or a lot of times, so if you grew up with siblings like I did, I would split, you know, the one cartridge, like between me and my brother. We both had a Game Boy, but we would split, like, we only had one of the games, because that's all we could afford at the time. So you would just split one between two kids, and then, like, you know, you can't, it's not really fun to split two characters, or to split one character between two people. So what you would do is you would kind of just play through the storyline, have fun, like play your Pokemon game for like a week, and then give it to your brother, or give it to your sibling, and then they would play through for like a week or a month or whatever, get their fix, and then you would kind of just alternate back and forth, like constantly resetting the game and creating new characters, which is like, it just churns my stomach looking back at that, because I definitely wish we could have just got another copy or done something, because I hate the idea of deleting all my progress like that nowadays, and I love post-game, and I love progressing on the same character for a really long time, but you know what, that's okay. We didn't know about shinies and stuff back then at all, so I definitely like didn't have much. The only post-game content was leveling all of our Pokemon at Victory Road to level 100. Like that was all of the post-game content. Okay, so they're gonna be bad boys, mean. It Gexus pops in. He's like, "What are you guys doing? You're being too mean to Pokemon. Stop." He takes them away. They get punished. We quote-unquote save the Muna, and I believe the mommy Musharna comes out, which is very funny. We can see that. Here you go. The motherly figure Musharna comes out to protect her baby Muna, and she thanks us a little bit, and they leave us some Dream Mist. Musha question mark Mooney. It's so cute. Okay, there we go. And they leave us some Dream Mist for the scientist. The scientist gets the Dream Mist they've been trying to get for so long, so many years, to finally solve their problem. She, like, jumps for joy. That was a hilarious animation. Okay, so I have to go meet her back at the house, and then I should be able to move on to the next town after that, I believe. I'll see you guys back at that town. Just in case you don't remember what house you need to go to for the scientist, it's the one right here, right below the gym. If you're playing alongside me or playing with me, I don't want you guys to get lost during the storyline. I understand what that's like. Ugh, dude, getting lost in the storylines can be a huge pain. I definitely got lost in the Sinnoh storyline many, many times, and the Hoenn one, because of how like weird the map is, and like non-linear it is. I definitely am a sucker for linear storylines, which is why I like Black and White, because you can really only go like around the map, and it's very easy. Very safe, but I like it. I think it's also a really cool map and very big. So we, you know, complete this little side quest about the Intralink and like Dream Yard, I believe. I don't really know too much about it, honestly. Go ahead and complete that, and I should be able to move on to the next town soon. And we'll actually be passing the daycare and the breeding spot in this region on the way to the next town, which is pretty exciting. I actually don't know if you're allowed to breed I'll have to check. I'm actually really curious to see if how it'll work. Okay, after completing that, I'm gonna go heal really quick and then go on to the route to the next town in a sec. Okay, there we go. Healed up, heading to the next route, so we can go left here. Before, if you try to go this way, the old man would actually block you and not let you go. I love this area, dude. This area with these with this arch, I freaking love this. I just love this I love wooden arches with like layers of grass and greenery layered over them. I think it's really beautiful. Yeah, so I actually didn't know this. This is a surprising mechanic that I was not aware of. If you don't have I don't know if it's the 4th badge. I honestly do not know what the requirement is. If you know, please leave a comment about it. But I can't access the old man to breed, which I thought you could. I actually thought you could kind of trick the system and head over to Unova early on in like some sort of storyline thing. Like, let's say you were in Kanto and you get to your 4th gym badge, you can then head over to Unova to be able to breed if you go like defeat the 1st or 2nd gym badge or whatever. I thought you could do that, but you actually can't. And that's a huge mistake on my part, and I can't believe that. Yeah, I don't know. It's just really shocking. That's really crazy. So that actually plays a huge role in me breeding my shiny Grimer on my speed shiny account. So that'll be an interesting problem that I now have to solve. But yeah, I was just really surprised by this. So I don't know when you unlock the breeding system, but I'll have to figure that out. Here's a double battle, I believe. This will be pretty interesting. Yeah, we're gonna straight up beat up some infants. It's actually not a double battle. It's just a single battle, but I guess both of them control one Pokemon. They just share. That's kind of cute. All right, there's Snivy level 12. I don't know if I quite caught the animation, but he did level up to level 12. That's pretty nice. I'm getting flinched, though, by these fake outs. I wonder if I should put Choice Band on Snivy, honestly. Oh, actually, I might be able to two-shot this dude. Snivy, I'm worried about my Snivy getting kind of too far behind on levels, especially with the XP share on Magikarp. I really want to see this Magikarp. It's level 12 here, I think. With the XP share? Nope. Okay. Actually, maybe the XP share isn't working. I think it is, though. I think I'm getting some XP. Yeah, it's definitely worked a bit. The XP share on the Magikarp is interesting. I really want to be able to use Gyarados in this run. I think that would be so cool. Oh, is there a rival battle here that I totally forgot about? I mean, it should be fine. Okay, yeah. Dude, oh my god, there's so many rival battles in this storyline I totally forget about because of how many rivals you have. You end up having like 3 rivals in this storyline, so there's so many. Oh, jeez. Okay, I think I'm just going to go ahead and straight swap into Meowth, I guess. I could go into Rhyhorn as well. I'll still get the XP on the Snivy, which is nice for the Tepid kill. But he's like, my Snivy would literally just get one shot there by Tepid. These battles can actually, like, dude, early game in Black White is legit hard. Like, these battles can be like legitimately difficult with Unova is a really hard first region, I feel like. Although it's very rewarding and very good. I feel like people always talk about how easy 5th gen storyline is, but I actually feel like in PokeMMO it's actually pretty difficult. The quantity of fights, like, you're probably gonna really need to like stay stocked up on healing items a decent amount. Okay, 29 XP away. I think it's surprisingly difficult. So I'm really excited to employ some really interesting strategies for the storyline, dude. I think like I've actually had so much more fun employing like interesting setup strategies and storylines than implementing interesting strategies in PvP. Like I think I'm a person who just really enjoys PVM more than PvP most of the time in most games, as long as the PVM is like challenging enough or like can be thought through enough. Okay, I think my play here is actually going to be switching to Snivy and then switching to Rhyhorn because I really want to get some more XP on my Snivy. So I'm just going to be straight switching from Snivy into Rhyhorn and then using Smackdown. Smackdown is actually going to do double damage, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if, actually I'm not sure. So I don't know if Smackdown just works like against flying type Pokemon or if it has to be in the air with the move Fly. I'm actually not sure. I don't think it'll give me any text indicator. I actually don't know because no one uses Smackdown in PvP. I think Smackdown is a pretty interesting move. But I mean, it's not. You might as well just go Stone Edge. There's no reason to ever go Smackdown in PvP because like most Pokemon that have access to Smackdown are probably just using Stone Edge over it for sure. Stone Edge is just like Stone Edge is so good, dude. Stone Edge is one of those 80% accurate moves that is like so good that it's worth that accuracy risk. Yeah, there's certain moves like that. Like I know Focus Blast is one of them. I love Focus Blast personally. It being 70% accurate definitely sucks, but having access to a special fighting type move is sort of an advantage on its own that people don't think about. There's not many of those that exist. Like I use Hidden Power Fighting on my Beheeyem, and I consider that like really good. Like Hidden Power Fighting is literally like good enough sometimes. And that's like a 60-65 base power fighting type move that's special. It's really nice though, because most things that are weak to fighting are actually really good defensive walls or have really good defense usually. Things like Steelix, which is like very weak to fighting, but is like a really huge defensive wall. So if you hit it with a Hidden Power Fighting, it has that special damage. It's going to do a lot, and it's a really important factor. So for those who don't know, Focus Blast is a 120 base power, 70% accuracy fighting type move that's special damage instead of physical, which is pretty rare to see a special fighting. Did I get a wild encounter as soon as I got that was hilarious. I kind of love that mechanic. When you see the wild encounter, where you get a wild encounter exactly when you would encounter an NPC. I think that's really interesting. Or a trainer, I believe. Okay, super easy battle against this Lillipup. I wonder if I should be catching more Pokemon in the wild. Yeah, I actually definitely want to start catching more wild Pokemon. I'm gonna go ahead and defeat that Lillipup really quick. Go ahead and defeat this trainer as well, and then grab this Pokeball and then move over to this tunnel. I'd really like to get my Pokemon healed if possible, but we'll see if I can squeeze that in somewhere. I'm gonna go ahead and defeat this person real quick. I definitely think that early game in Pokemon storylines is my favorite part. I think once you reach that later game, it really does start to get more repetitive and more efficient, which can be fun in its own right. But playing a main account on PokeMMO, like you're always kind of in that stage, right? Like on my main account, Petrowski, like I'm always in that stage of late game. I'm always in that stage of efficiency, whether I'm EV training, leveling, shiny hunting. Like I'm always playing decently efficiently, and I'm always kind of doing the same things, which is where I end up getting on these accounts and on Cool Duder once I reach late game in storylines. But early game is like an entirely new experience that I don't really get to experience very often. So I think it's nice to appreciate that, and I'm just having a lot of fun. I think playing early game is one of the most fun things for me. I would actually love to. I almost did this for the winter event, but I chose not to, but I almost did. I couldn't find the time. I thought it would be cool to do a speed run to the winter event, which is basically just a speed run to like Vermilion or whatever, which you actually don't even need the 4th badge for. So it's, for whatever reason, like you feel like you need the 4th badge for the event, but you actually don't for the Christmas event, especially if you go in Kanto. I believe Kanto is the fastest way to, because you only need 2 badges. You need to defeat Brock, and like the strategy for it would actually be to go Bulbasaur instead of, in my opinion, the fastest speedrun Pokemon for PokeMMO for Kanto right now, in my opinion, is Squirtle. People will always refute and say Bulbasaur, but they always say that their argument is Bulbasaur is really good early game against the first 2 gyms, which is true, but it falls off way too hard against the 4th and 5th gyms, in my opinion, is the issue. Against Erica and Koga, Bulbasaur literally is just useless. And people always say, like, oh, but you should have gotten more Pokemon by then, or other Pokemon. But I don't love that argument. I think it takes way too much time to expect yourself to get more Pokemon by then, and level them up and train them. I think that Squirtle is going to be your best option. But anyways, aside from all that spiel, I think that early game speedruns, it actually is best to go Bulbasaur. So doing a speedrun like to the event start, or being able to enter the Christmas event. And the Christmas event's a perfect example of this, because you don't need anything. You don't need any Pokemon. There's no like requirements to dude, my Pokemon are so low. There's no requirements. Oh geez. I wonder if I should pop a potion or something. What's my dude's HP? There's no requirements to enter the event aside just being able to access Vermilion City. So I think it's a really cool place situation thing. I think it's a really cool speed run, because it's basically like, hey, like how fast can I start a new account or be a new player? And like if let's say I accidentally like started playing PokeMMO during the Christmas event just out of coincidence, how fast can I as a new player access the event? I think that's a really cool question to be asked and to be answered. And I think that's something I wanted to do, but couldn't get around to the time, unfortunately. I could definitely just speed run it like retroactively. Like I don't need the event going on to be able to do that, but I think it becomes less of an interesting video, less of an interesting question for sure. But maybe one day I'll do something around that, because I think it's really interesting. You only need to defeat Brock and Misty, and then go through is it Diglett Cave, or go through Rock Tunnel? Go through Rock Tunnel, yeah. Go through Rock Tunnel to be able to get to Vermilion, and then that's it. It shouldn't be too long. It should be like an hour or something of the sort. Oh, Growth. I actually want to learn Growth. Yes, Growth's the best setup move. I'd probably teach it over Wrap. I don't know how much Wrap is gonna do. I don't think I care about Wrap. I'm gonna go ahead and teach Growth. Growth's a decent setup move. We'll take for the time being. It raises my special attack and attack by 1 stage. So if you're playing alongside me, it's always good to get any sort of setup move in the Pokemon storylines. So I'm gonna be grabbing that while I can. All right, more Team Plasma grunts to plow through. Oh, this is the first double. I think this is the first double battle of the region. So this will be interesting. I mean, it should be pretty easy. My Snively's pretty low HP, which is hilarious. I don't think it's worth to go for a Growth here. There we go. Because it wouldn't change. Going for a Growth wouldn't change the number of turns that I'm killing the Patra. Like if I Growth up once. Actually, maybe I do. It's pretty unlikely. Maybe I do one-shot Patra after. Oh, he's a potion. Oh, no. Okay. Sharon used a potion. Okay, my teammate. That's good. I'm going to go ahead and tackle this one. I'm assuming that my Purloin's going to finish off that one. Actually, I wonder if it'll even do enough damage. We crits. Purloin's in trouble. I'm going to go for Vine Whip there. Finish off that Patrat. Hopefully Sharon's Purloin can do something. I mean, his Purloin's mostly just taking damage for me, which I'm okay with. God, he does so little damage, though. His Purloin goes down. That's totally fine. Thanks for tanking. His Pidove comes out. Oh, I can just tackle here. I probably don't need to preserve Vine Whip PP, but it's nice to when possible. So go ahead and throw up that tackle. There we go. More grunts defeated. All right, we cleared them out of that cave. Easy peasy. Getting a little bit of a moral lesson from Sharon. And now, do we have to go through this cave, dude? Wellspring Cave. This cave might be easy. I'm pretty sure this cave is like not an actual like deep cave, or maybe it's no cave at all. I don't think I can actually go through here without surf. There's nowhere for me to go. I wonder what Pokemon are in here though. I wonder if there's any Pokemon. I'm gonna catch one Woobat. I actually hate this Pokemon. I just really don't like this Pokemon's design. I wonder if I should just. I mean, I'll just throw up a tackle. I wonder if is it 4 times? I think it just resists normally. But dude, yeah, I hate Woobat. I actually had a friend who recommended me to make like a Calm Mind Swoobat to fill in a slot on one of my NU teams one time, and it was actually a decent slot in. Like it was actually pretty decent typing and everything. It would have fit the team decently, and I was like pretty well. And I was like, dude, I hate that Pokemon. Can't do it. I'm sorry. I was like, there's no way. I'm sorry. If you're a huge Woobat or Swoobat fan, I apologize. I am not a huge fan of that Pokemon by any means. I'm gonna go ahead and throw out Magikarp and throw up some Pokeballs and hopefully catch this thing easy peasy. Alright, we caught it first ball, and now I hope I never have to catch a Woobat ever again. Let's go ahead and see the stats. No real stats. That's totally okay. Magikarp level 13. Love to see it. Should be able to run through here. I definitely need to heal my Pokemon when possible. So the question is, where do I go from here? I definitely do not remember the route. I don't think I can make it through this cave anywhere. Do I have to just come back? I have to come back here and go down, don't I? We like saved her Pokemon or something. Oh, thanks for the 3 heal balls, little lady. Thank you, thank you. Okie dokie. See ya, Bianca. Peace. Thanks again. No problem. Okay, I want to grab this Pokeball, but I also want to battle him. Antidote. I'm trying to think if there's any Pokemon on any of these early routes that I want to pick up. I actually really like Blitzel. Blitzel and Zebstrika are quite cool Pokemon. I'll say, if you're a Blitzel or Zebstrika fan, I'm with you. They're cool Pokemon. The question is if Fury Attack will like one-shot. Let's try it. Actually, I'm Choice Band. This one-shots every time. Oh, and I crit. No, this thing's so dead. Ouch. I wonder if I should have just Pokeball spammed. Do I have any status moves on my team? I think Confuse Ray doesn't help. Nah, it doesn't do much. Okay. I'll battle this dude really quick. Alright, one Bulldoze plows through that Blitzel from that trainer. Easy peasy. One more school kid defeated. Brings hope back to the region. What you want, Sharon? We like just talked. Dude, I feel like, oh my god, you have to talk through so many NPCs. There's so many tutorials in this region, dude. Juniper even like, what's it called? She even like tutorials you through the PC, which is hilarious. That looked slightly, I almost thought that was shiny for a second. I don't know why that Purloin looked slightly miscolored for a second. I was like, no way, right? Interesting. I wonder if Horn Attack, I mean, I think literally everything kills. I think I'm like, with Choice Band early game is just so strong. Oh my god, it actually didn't. Wow. Ate my words right in front right in front of me, and now it's gonna sand attack me. Dude, if I miss this, if I literally like trash talk, okay, there we go. If I trash talk, it sand attacks me, and then I like miss and miss and miss, that would have been retribution. Whew. I wanna see if I can get a double encounter. There's a Pidove. Since I'm in this grass. I actually haven't caught a Pidove yet. Okay, I wonder if I can do that Horn Attack again. Let me Horn Attack and see if I can get low HP and catch it. That'd be perfect. Okay, let's see if it lives. Yes. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's actually, okay. It's actually the perfect range. Horn Attack is actually perfect. This has Lightning Rod. That's very interesting. It's very cool. It's very, very interesting and very cool in my opinion to have like Lightning Rod, Water Absorb, Storm Drain, like any of those kind of Pokemon that absorb attacks for a boost on your team during storyline can like be really good, and I can really add some value to your team. Being able to predict Being able to predict NPCs is pretty easy. Oh, there's a little horde. Okay. Little horde of Blitzel. I still don't have a Blitzel caught. Is Bulldoze AoE? I think Bulldoze might be AoE. So I can just bulldoze this horde and get some like decent XP by killing 3 Pokemon at once. It's special defense resist, but I'm gonna have to like tank 3 attacks first because I'm so slow. Slow Rhyhorn. They all literally use no damaging attacks though. This should one-shot all. Actually, this might not. It's split damage. Okay, no, easy peasy. It's choice band. I'm over leveled. That's awesome. That's awesome XP actually. That is pretty sick. Okay, let's just move on. Maybe battle her quick? Sure, easy peasy. Alright, that trainer down, easy peasy. Time to just keep heading on the path. Ooh, let me grab this Pokeball really quick. I'm kind of grabbing every little Pokeball. I really don't need to, honestly. There's really no reason to do that besides kind of completionist and clearing up the map and getting those Pokeballs off the map. I really don't need a little bit of Pokeyen. It's not my first region, so getting things like, oh, like 1 potion, 1 awakening, 1 antidote isn't really gonna do a whole lot for me, but I don't know. It's kind of a completionist sort of thing. So let me defeat another school kid, demolish another school kid. I'll be back 1 sec. I've been mud slapped by this rock and roller 3 times, and I've had my accuracy lowered 3 times. So there we go. That should be the kill, though. I had my accuracy lowered 3 times, so I was real scared that battle was gonna get really annoying. I mean, all I'd have to do would be switch out and switch back in to reset my stats, but that would have been a huge pain. Accuracy lowering is one of the most annoying things in storylines, or accuracy, or like I guess evasion being raised, like double team. Is also up. Look at Sharon waiting for us. Another little NPC interaction. Some more dialogue. Yes, you love to see it. You hate to see it. I think I hate to see it personally. I'm not gonna lie. Chesto berries though, I like seeing that. I don't know if it's worth it, but I like seeing that. Okay, get through that. We're gonna go heal really quick, and I wonder if the gym leader is readily available in this city or not. I definitely don't remember at all, so we'll have to see that and check that in a sec. I also need to figure out what I'm going to be planning for my PvP team. I really want to start planning that a little more. I also need to figure out what tier I want to go for. The overarching goal throughout this season is going to be creating a PvP team. By the time I finish the storyline, around that time at least is the goal. And we're going to see. It'll be really interesting. I'm not sure what tier I want to go for. I'm traditionally an NU player, but I think OU would be a lot more... I think OU would be more interesting. I might end up going for OU. I think OU might be more interesting. Like, I know most people play OU, and I think it would be a new kind of experience for me. But I know if I go OU, I definitely want a Magnezone because I need something to hard counter Scizor, or I'm going to have a bad time because I absolutely hate Scizor. It's by far my most hated Pokemon in competitive play, but I'm going to do some thinking. I'll see you guys in 1 sec. Alright, but I actually have a lot more footage than I realized. There was a ton of talking and speeches throughout this episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed it and had fun and was entertained and maybe played alongside me. But that's going to be it for episode 2 of season 2 of Road to PokeMMO. Hope you guys are really enjoying it. If you did enjoy it, go ahead and show me by liking the video and subscribing for more PokeMMO content. Check out all of the playlists linked in the description below for more PokeMMO content. If you're still hungry for more content and you want to watch something while playing, I understand. I get it. Also consider joining my Discord, which is linked below if you want to meet people who really care about this game and love this game, or if you have questions, feel free to spam those chats with questions. You can also get your Pokemon price checked in there. That would be really, really helpful and really cool. Also, finally, consider becoming a YouTube member to me for $5 a month if you want to go above and beyond and show me that support. If I have helped you enough or entertained you enough to earn that, I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for watching. Have an incredible day, and I'll see you guys at episode 3.